This is example 4, and this will be the last example. We want to find the sum of the first 200 even numbers. And a lot of kids will make a mistake on this one because they're not thinking about how many numbers you're actually finding for this. So let's just kind of write out a list here. If I was finding the sum of evens, I would have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, until I got all the way up to 200. So what makes this one a little difficult is when you set it up into summation notation, you have to really think about what your first term and your last term, like the number of numbers that you're adding. I know that I'm going to start with the first even number. So I'm going to start at the first even number. But then I have to think about what term number would the last number be. So for instance, if I called this the first term, 4 would be the second term. Not the fourth term, it would be the second term. 6 would be the third term. 8 would be the fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, seventh term. So if we're going from 2 to 200 and we name the number 2 our first term, then 200 would be the 100th number. So we're adding the terms 1 to 100 of this sequence. So now let's write the rule for this sequence. First term plus n minus 1 times the common difference. So 2 plus 2n minus 2. So the rule in this case is 2n. That makes sense. We're doubling every time. So right here I'm going to write 2x. So let's go type that in our calculator. Got to do summation notation, which is math. And then we want to go from term 1. And notice this is not 200 this time. It's only 100 because I was going by 2s. So I'm adding 100 numbers. So the sum of the numbers from 2 to 200, adding only the evens, is 10,100. Now, we could have all kinds of crazy fun problems with this, and when we do this in class, we find the sum from 3 to 99 and do the multiples of 3 and some things like that. And I may ask you, when you go into Delta Math, you're going to have some easier problems where you're just practicing the calculator, but then I'm going to put a couple of extra problems on there that I want you to actually write the rule and solve yourself. So good luck, and make sure and email me if you have questions.